There's something that comes up a lot in the work we do with our clients and our courses, and it's something that I know I've definitely done in the past, and my wife would say the same. It's the idea that we're attracted to things, people, situations that are bad for us, that are going to hurt us, that aren't going to give us what we want. And it's something that I know with the questions in the community, and that it's something that a lot of us struggle with. And I wanted to make a video about it and share some of the insights and reasons why we gravitate towards people and situations that are actually harmful to us, and share a few ideas about what you can do if you notice that's happening. So I just wanted to share a few ideas about this dynamic because I think a lot of people will relate to it. And I made a video earlier this week about having a trauma bond and what a trauma bond is. And if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and watch it because I think it'll speak more into this dynamic and shed some light into it. But just quickly, I want to say here that a trauma bond is when you're attracted to somebody who brings up trauma from your past, who brings up trauma, whether it was from your parents or a past relationship. And it's like trying to get a do-over, trying to find the love that you didn't get then, trying to find it now. And so you find somebody who activates those same feelings, those same thoughts, those same triggers in you, and you try to prove yourself with that person to overcompensate for the pain that happened in the past. And again, go watch the video I made the other day because I'll speak more into that. But I think that dynamic of trying to prove ourselves to somebody that we see as being more worthy than us. Like if an ex rejected me or if an ex broke my heart and I somehow felt like they won that breakup, like they got the upper hand in the breakup, like they were the one who overcame me in that relationship. And I see them because of that as somehow being above me or were more worthy than me, and me being less worthy because they won the breakup or they had the upper hand. What starts to happen, and this is the trauma bond part of it, is I start to see people who activate those same feelings in me or those same thoughts in me. I start to see people like that as being above me somehow, as being better than me. And so that draws me to them because I'm trying to prove myself. I'm trying to prove that if I can get love from this person, if I can get this person to desire me or to be interested in me, then that will make me worthy enough. Then I'll feel good enough about myself. Then I'll feel fulfilled. Then I'll feel happy. And so what happens is all of our power, we give it away because we basically put all of our power in this person's hands and say, if you'll just love me, if I can just prove to you that I'm worthy enough for you to love me, then I'll be happy. Then I'll be joyful. Then I'll feel good about myself. But the thing is when you do that in a relationship, it actually makes you less attractive to that person. It actually makes you, when somebody feels like we're being that way with them, it actually kind of drives that person away a little bit. And so that's why this dynamic of trying to prove yourself to somebody can never really work out in the long run. You can never really succeed at that. You can never really prove yourself to someone because the moment you feel like you need to prove yourself, it's already become impossible. The irony of it is the only way you really prove yourself is to not care what that person thinks of you. I heard a quote today. I thought it was really powerful. I wanted to share it. The quote said that you can expand my joy if you stay, but you can't take it from me if you don't. I'm paraphrasing, but it was something like that. But the idea is that yes, relationships can make you happy in the sense that you can join together with another person and you can multiply what you have and in the sharing of it with each other, and you can expand each other's life and consciousness and vitality because of that sharing that takes place in a relationship. You can do that. But the moment you get into a situation with someone where they have something that should be yours, and if they leave, they're taking it with them, and them leaving is depriving you of something, the moment you get into that dynamic, you've already lost. You've already given your power away. You've already set yourself up for failure. And then what's going to start to happen is that person is going to feel like there's a lot of pressure on them, and the relationship, it's going to drive a separation between you two. So the reason I'm bringing all this up is going back to the idea, why do we choose relationships that are bad for us? Well, this is the dynamic that's at play. This feeling of needing to prove yourself to somebody is going to have you gravitate into relationships, into situations with people. It's going to have you be attracted to people that always make you feel like you're less than them, that always make you feel like you're not enough. It's like a law of magnetism. When you feel like you need to prove yourself, when you haven't resolved that trauma and that pain from being hurt in the past, whether it's from your parents, whether it's from somebody else, whether it's from an ex, but when you haven't resolved that trauma of the past and you're carrying that sense of unworthiness, that sense of I need to prove myself, you're going to magnetize toward people who will reinforce that feeling of you're not worthy, you need to prove yourself. And the more you magnetize into relationships, the more you reinforce all those feelings and all that doubt and all that validation. So that is why we seek out situations. And people say it to me all the time. They say, there was this great person in my life that I thought they were amazing and I wanted to be with them, but I was so attracted to this other person that I couldn't let myself be in that healthy relationship. And I just kind of got pulled into this relationship with this other person. And that is a great example of how our unresolved trauma and our unresolved feelings of not being enough will pull us out of positive situations and into negative ones, into hurtful ones. So if you relate to this, I want to make an offer to you. We're hosting a crash course in love starting January 18th. This is a course that my wife and I have written together, and it is a 4-week profound breakthrough experience in worthiness and clarity. And it's really about redefining all our limiting assumptions about relationships, all the things that have prevented us from finding the love we really want. It's about redefining all of that. And then what we do is we focus on worthiness. We focus on living a life that you feel inspired about, that you feel worthy in every way. We're focusing on giving yourself that validation that you've always tried to get from other people. And we're also focusing on clarity, on understanding what you truly want from love, what you truly want from a relationship, and how to see that and recognize it in another person, and how to attract that person into your life, and how to know when that person shows up, how to know when you see it. This is a 4-week course. It starts on January 18th. It's a live course. You're going to be working live with myself and my wife. Our commitment is to give you everything we have to make it the most profound 4 weeks of your life in terms of what you want to have in a relationship. And we would absolutely love for you to join us. You can register at myconsciousrelationship.com or go to the link in our bio. And if you register before January 1st, you can save almost $300 on the cost of tuition. So take advantage of that pre-registration special. You can go sign up right now. That's myconsciousrelationship.com. Thanks for watching today, and I hope I see you there in January.